Hi, this is Khoo here, and I'm really excited to announce the launch of my advanced Forex trading course. So if you've taken my basic Forex trading course, you know how profitable my first two trading systems have been. And I'm sure you've been making really good returns trading my systems. And if you have, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because this advanced course is going to teach you 3 more of my most powerful trading systems that's going to blow your mind. You'll be learning how to trade profitably in any market condition. So whether the price goes on an uptrend, on a downtrend, goes sideways with choppy behavior, or goes nuts during news events, you'll be learning how to trade profitably on any currency pair. And once you're able to do this, you'll be able to take a lot more trade setups every single day. It's going to be a lot more opportunity to take trade setups with a higher profit factor. And that translates to a lot more income for you as a professional trader. Finally, you'll be learning how to achieve anywhere from 5R to 10R a month consistently. So that translates to anywhere from 15% to 50% returns on your capital on a monthly basis. So imagine how fast you can grow your capital, how fast your money can compound from a small account to a huge account. So if you're excited, let me share with you exactly what you're going to be learning in this course. So the advanced trading course kicks off with lesson 1, where you'll be learning the essential factors that create a powerful trading edge. Remember that to achieve consistent profits in trading, we can't win at every trade. You can't get a 100% win rate. But how do you win a lot more than when you lose? And how do you get a higher profit when you win and a smaller loss when you lose? That's what we call a trading edge. Kind of like trading like a casino, where in the long run, you always make money when you have a trading edge. So what are the factors that create this trading edge? Is made up of learning about supply and demand zones. How do you know when a supply and a demand zone is reliable? How do you draw these zones in the charts that you see? Next, we'll be learning how to use the right kind of moving averages to identify the strongest trends in the market. And the importance of what we call multiple time frame alignment. One of the greatest mistakes traders make is they only trade on one time frame. Now, there's no right time frame. For example, some traders trade on the 5-minute candle, some on the 1-hour candle, some on the daily candles, and it can be profitable on any time frame. But what many traders don't realize is that to create a very powerful edge, you have to look at multiple time frames to align your trade. So there are many times people trade on, for example, the 50-minute time frame, which tells them it's on a downtrend. So they short it, and the next thing they know, it goes up. Why? Because on the hourly time frame, which is a higher time frame, it could be on an uptrend instead of a downtrend. So you have to do multiple time frame alignments. So one of the keys you're going to learn in the advanced course. Next will be understanding how to use the power of Fibonacci ratios to find the best entry points when we enter a strong trend, as well as the power of confluence, where everything comes together, the candlestick patterns, supply and demand zones, Fibonacci ratios, trend analysis. They combine together to create the best profitable trade that you can find with the highest probability. In lesson 2, you'll be learning one of the most powerful trend following strategies in currency trading, known as the moving average bounce strategy. So you may notice that when currencies on a very strong trend, they tend to retrace and bounce off their moving averages. Now, this doesn't happen all the time, and it's not always reliable. So I'm going to teach you exactly when to trust moving averages, when a bounce off a moving average is reliable, and when you enter at a precise moment to take a profit as it continues its trend. So this is a bounce strategy that seeks to go long on FX pairs on a strong uptrend, as you can see on the left, and to go short on FX pairs on a strong downtrend as they bounce off their moving averages. You can see over here, it's bouncing off the 50 moving average, and we do an entry from here or from here with a quick profit at the top of the range of the trend. All right, as you can see, it's a downtrend. It finds resistance at the 50, resistance at the 50, resistance at the 50, and we do a short sell to capture the next impulsive wave down. So how do you identify these trades? How do you trade them successfully and reliably? They work best on 50-minute candles. We find at least 10 to 15 trades a month with a profit ratio of 1:2, and it works on every single currency pair. So for this first strategy, you'll be learning how do you identify, first of all, strong uptrend and downtrend wave structures. It's all about the wave structure. Without the right wave structure, you can't trade this profitably? How do you identify strong moving average support levels? Again, not all moving averages are strong levels. So how do you know which are the strong levels? When do you exactly enter and exit your long and short trades? How do you filter for high quality trade setups? How do you manage your trade once you're in the trade? And you'll be looking at a lot of live trading examples in the course. In fact, let's take a look at a live trade right now on the bounce moving average strategy. Just identified a bounce setup as the price is on a downtrend. As you can see, it's bouncing off the moving average over here, bouncing off the 50, bouncing off the 50, bouncing off the 50, and I've placed a sell order right at the 50 moving average. That's my stop loss, that's my profit target, and I'm waiting for the price to go up slightly to fill my limit order before proceeding now to hit my profit target. As you can see, this is also a very clear Fibonacci level where you have got the A to B impulsive wave, C corrective wave, and we're going to go down to complete the downtrend cycle. And as you can see, the profit target has been hit and we have maximized our profit on this trade once again. In lesson 3, I'll be showing you my most profitable strategy and my favorite strategy known as news scalping. And this is a strategy where I make huge returns within a few seconds. And I do this by scalping news events. I'm sure you've seen there are times when the news is released in the market and the currency pair moves rapidly in a direction, right? They go up 100 pips, 200 pips, 300 pips in a couple of minutes. And don't you wish you could enter the trade just before you get a huge move? Now, I've perfected a system where we don't have to predict the news. We've got no idea where the price is moving, but I'll show you exactly how to trade it so you can capture 5-hour, even 11-hour returns within 1 to 2 minutes. And there will be losing trades at times, of course, but when you have a losing trade, how do you minimize your loss so that the end of the result monthly net return is extremely profitable? So for this strategy, you'll be learning how to achieve massive profits in seconds by scalping market moving news like GDP, interest rates, and non-farm payrolls, for example. And it's, out of all my strategies, it's the best risk versus return strategy. You'll be learning how to identify the key major news events that impacts currency prices the most. Which pairs to trade, which pairs to avoid. How do you enter and exit with maximum profits? How do you minimize risk from whipsaws? So many people attempt to do this, but they end up losing money. Because what happens is when the news is released, the price can go up in one direction and suddenly go out in the other direction. And if you don't know how to manage the trade, you could end up losing money. So I'm going to teach you my approach so even when the price whipsaws, you can get out with even a break even or profit for that trade. And again, how do you manage your trade and exit with minimum risk and maximum profit? And again, we'll be looking at many live trades in action. In fact, let's take a look at one right now. In 2 seconds, I'm going to show you how I scalp the news with the dollar Canadian pair. The moment the news is released, you trigger one of my orders and I'm going to exit in less than 1 to 2 minutes for a sizable profit. Let's take a look right now once the order is triggered. So there we go. You can see the price has just gone up. Once the news is released, it triggered my buy order over here. And in my buy order, you can see that I bought the dollar Canadian pair 2674 at 2674. And as the price goes up, you can see profit is increasing. And in exactly 60 seconds, I'll exit this trade. Once the 1 minute candle closes on the dollar Canadian pair and the consequence of the news is over, we can exit the trade. Alright, getting ready to exit the trade. Now that the 1 minute candle is closes, I'm raising my stop loss to protect my unrealized profits. There we go, that's my stop loss. It's still going up. It's going to hit the stop loss, and I'm going to capture all these profits in just a couple of seconds. So you can see my unrealized profits is over here. And the trade is over. Less than 2 minutes, we have clocked $437 in profit from about a 4,600 account. That's a 10% return in 2 minutes. And this is just one example of how we scalp the news really fast in this strategy. What you saw was a preview of one of my live trades. So basically what we do is we set up the trade before a major market news. For example, the Canadian currency has major news at 9:30. And in this example, the price, as you can see, moves down rapidly the moment the news is released. And we enter right at the moment when the price starts to move, and we exit for 58 pips within less than 60 seconds, or about 60 seconds. And the best part of it is we are risking only 12 pips to make 58 pips. So the risk to return ratio is phenomenal for this strategy. You're risking 1 R to make, in this case, 4.8 R. And this is just a simple example. Like I said, there'll be trades we're taking where we risk 12 pips to make 120 pips in 60 seconds to sometimes maybe 120 seconds. It's less than 2 minutes. So my most profitable strategy, I love to teach it to you. And once you learn this, you're gonna make huge profits month after month. Finally, in lesson 4, you'll be learning the trade the range strategy. So there are many traders out there who kind of like do well when a currency pair is in a very clear range, on an uptrend or on a downtrend. But whenever the currency pair moves sideways in a very choppy behavior, many traders tend to miss out on opportunities. They say, I can't trade, it's so hard to trade. But I'll show you a system of how to be profitable when the price is moving sideways in a very clear consolidation pattern. In fact, this is a strategy that seeks to go long on Forex pairs that are the bottom of a consolidation pattern, where we buy right at the bottom of a demand zone or a support level, and we short at the top of resistance or supply levels. So this is a strategy where you can create multiple profits in a short period of time, where you buy, sell, and create a huge level of profits within a range. Now, there are many traders out there that says it can't be that easy, right? There are many times it hits a support and I buy, it breaks through and I lose money. Or it goes to a resistance, I sell, it goes high and I lose money. It happens to most traders because, again, I'll teach you how to avoid supply and demand levels that are not reliable. I'll teach you the ones to go in with the highest profit factors, with the highest win rates, and which currency pairs they work the best on. So again, these trades come out about 10 to 15 times a month with a risk to return ratio of 1:1.5 or 1:2, and they work on all Forex pairs. So for this range strategy, you'll be learning how to take multiple profits when the currency price moves in a range, where you can take multiple trades with multiple profits within a short period of time. How do you identify, again, the strongest price channels versus weak price channels that you have to avoid? How do you trade the channel with a trend bias? You don't always buy at support. You only buy at support with a long bias. You only short at resistance with a short bias. How do you identify this bias? When do you enter and when do you exit these trades for, again, minimum risk and maximum profit? And again, you'll be looking at a lot of live trading examples in action. In fact, let's take a look at a quick live example right now. This is a great example of how you trade the range with an uptrend bias. You can see that the price is bouncing off the key support level over here. And once you identify a very strong key support level, you can place a buy order right at the support level, which also happens to be the 50 moving average, with a stop loss right below the support level and the profit target right at the resistance, giving us a risk to return ratio of at least 1:2. And once this order is placed, you can see the price triggering our buy order over here. We can see the price hitting our profit target. Now, the advanced Forex trading course, we officially open for registration on the 1st of February 2018. As I've mentioned before, if you have taken the basic Forex trading system and you have seen how profitable my first two trading systems are, you're making good returns, this advanced course will blow your mind. Because again, you're going to be learning my most powerful trading strategies that's going to help you achieve constant profits in any market condition. So you've got trade opportunities almost every single day. Here's the great news. For the first 100 enrollments, and if you have taken my basic course, we've given a huge promotional discount for the advanced course, up to a 50% discount for the first 100 enrollments. So stay tuned, visit our website at piranhaprofits.com, and if you're on our mailing list, we'll be sending you details to participate in the advanced Forex trading course the moment it launches, with the first 100. It's Adam Khoo, and I look forward and I'm excited to teach you these techniques to help you to raise your professional trading to the next level. May the markets be with you, and I'll see you soon.